Okay, so let's talk. I want to give you what my 75 soft challenge will be. What I really like is making things individualized. So, yes, challenges are out there. It's good to do challenges, but you also want to make it work for you because you as an individual, what I used to teach when I did wellness education, is you as an individual, your body is structured in a way where things might work for you that won't work for me. So anytime you sign up for challenges are great because you're doing it with a group of people and you have the accountability factor and you have the mirroring factor and component to it where you get the support, you get the drive, and that helps you go. It's exciting to start challenges. But you also want to tailor what you need to tailor based on what you know what works for your body and don't work. And sometimes you do these challenges to find out what works and what don't work for your body. So for me, this 75 soft challenge, I see how many people did theirs in a way that works for them. The soft challenge itself, like I said, is a modified version of the hard 75 challenge. And so what I'm committing myself to is really going to be a gradual challenge. So I set it up where I at least have to, for me, my level of activity, because 75 hard is you got to do 2 workouts a day for 45 minutes. One has to be outside. I love that. So I do like the outside component, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to commit to at least doing 45 minutes of working out a day, 2 times a day. So my soft version is I can commit to working out at least 45 minutes a day, but it's going to be divvied up throughout the day because realistically, that's what I can commit to. So that looks like this morning, I did like a 5-7 minute yoga situation, like I mentioned. And then at work, I stood for the majority of the day. I did a lot of standing, some walking around the clinic. So for me, that is not necessarily doing this like workout, but that's me standing more than I'm sitting. So I'm counting that. And I did that well over, if I was to add it all up, which I didn't, and I'm going to start so I can actually capture the accurate amount. But it's well over like hours because I stood more than I sat today. So that's a win, even though I did not do my HIIT training or, go for a run or go to the gym, that's a win. So this evening before I lay down, I'll go do yoga again, probably like around, actually, I think it's about time because it's after 8:00. So when I finish this, I'll go do that. And so that'll be like another 10 minutes. And that's what I can commit to today. Now, I know I wanted to go out and walk the track, but I didn't. So I will plan to get up in the morning and go to the gym. This is my plan. We'll see what happens. Go to the gym that's right around the corner. It's less than a 5-minute drive. So I can go and just move my body a little bit. Even if I just do, 10 minutes on the elliptical or the bike. At least I got out and did something. So sometimes when you have not been doing a lot, jumping right into committing to 45 minutes, you can set yourself up for failure. For some people, that works just fine for them. Everybody is different, and that's the key right there. Everybody is different. And so you got to do what works for you, and sometimes you have to start slower than like all in 45 minutes, and that's okay. And some days you might have it to do 45 minutes straight. Some days you might have to break up that 45 minutes and give what you can. Because everybody life circumstances, other than the body that you're in, everybody life circumstances is different. Everybody capacity is different. And I always teach people that do your best. Do your best and forget the rest. Whatever you can do for you, as long as you are advancing and you're always winning, even if it's small, you're always doing something to advance, that's all that matters. You don't have to be perfect on your wellness journey. So split up your 45 minutes in a day. You might not have 45 minutes. Heck, sometimes we don't even have 10 minutes to commit. If you have like a lot going on, if you're a single mom or a single dad, or you're struggling with depression or anxiety or grief or whatever, it's so much that happens in life, because life be life, and like we know. So we want to give ourselves grace and be kind and gentle to ourselves and be patient with ourselves when we go through tougher seasons. That might cause us to sit down a little bit more than what we were used to. That might cause us to crave a little bit more than we have in the past. Or that might cause us to slip back into old behaviors that we once conquered in a season where we had that grit. Sometimes seasons in life will knock you down. And sometimes it takes you a little bit of time to get back up. And sometimes it takes you a long time to get up. And sometimes you find yourself going in cycles, in circles, until you are able to break free. So just be patient. And I'm speaking, all them different scenarios that I gave are scenarios that I have experienced in my life, throughout my life, especially in my 30s. Ooh, 30s was no joke. 30s was no joke. But I thank God that I'm on the other side of it, prayerfully. Don't want no more of that. No more of that. So yeah, I take it one day at a time. I take it one moment at a time. Before, I would just go. Okay. It was easy for me to do like a 5K a day or 3 mile, not every day, but like it added up. Running in the morning before I go to work, running on my lunch break while the kids went off to school. I had that time to do that, in between doing my lesson plans. I had long lunch breaks. So my life looked different depending on what duty station we was at, what season of life we were experiencing at times. So right now, I have been, over the past however many years at this point, I think everything hit the fan in 2021, and it's 2025, which is wild. Over this past year, I've really been going on this journey of rediscovering me and who I am, and trying not to compare myself to my old self, because my old self was not this size. My old self didn't struggle to work out. My old self didn't struggle as much. Well, it was easier for me because I had I've done different diet pills and stuff like that to help me along the way. But it was my drive was easier because my motivation was different. When you're in your 20s, you can bounce back. Your bounce back game is no joke. We going to the club this Saturday? Okay, let me drop this quick 10. Your bounce back game was no joke. I was way more active. I had a lot more happening. I was often, especially on the weekend, in some heels. In them heels dancing, that's a workout all on its own. Actually, that's going to be my workouts more and more is I'm learning that I'm gravitating more towards dance as my workout, like in my 20s. And that's why I started Club Win, because I do miss that. I don't miss all the toxicity that came with partying and clubbing, but I do miss just having a good time and laughing and joking and getting together with people that I love and celebrating one another after a long day or a long week. So yeah, working out or dancing in them heels was a workout. Okay. In addition to the workouts I would do throughout the week to be ready to be snatched. Okay. To be in my stilettos, pumps in the club. Right. So look, I'm over here reminiscing. 20s was a good time at certain times. Other times a little rough, but just give yourself grace. Just give yourself grace. You are who you are at this point in life, at this stage in life. No matter how much experience you have, no matter how much knowledge you have, when life knocks you down, it throws all of us off. All of us off. And all of us have different ways of coping with stress and with traumatic events that happen in our life. And mine has been food, comedy, TV. That has been mine. So that's the perfect combination of putting my feet up, sitting on that couch, putting my feet up underneath a cozy blanket with some cozy clothes and having some cozy, comforting food, glass of wine at times, and just cracking up laughing as I'm hand-to-mouthing it. So this right now is so important for me to share with you all, because we often beat ourselves up and have unrealistic expectations. And then, hey, kids, I am recording.
Another day, another slay. Yeah.
My daughter. My daughter. She is a reincarnation of her mom.
What'd you say?
Okay, like I was saying. So, yeah, just give yourself grace. Ooh, my little bonnet sliding back. Give yourself grace and the space to just, do what you can. Do what you can. So your day one might look different than my day one, and my day two might look different than your day two, and so on and so forth. But celebrate and highlight all your wins as you do this challenge or any other challenge that you want to go for, because you deserve it. You deserve it. So I just wanted to share that. So I just went off on a whole live tangent. Let me tell y'all all the things I want to do other than working out. So my 45-minute, like I said, will be split up throughout the day, but it will total 45 minutes and it might exceed 45 minutes. But my goal is at least 45 minutes, one time a day, or broken up throughout the day. I definitely want to do more outside stuff because, like I said, I've been inside a couch potato for some years. So I want to, this journey that I've been on, getting back to me in this new season of my life, is rediscovering what I like to do. And I've always been an explorer and somewhat adventurous, not that crazy adventure that we be seeing on the social media and the webs, not that, but just going out and see what life has to offer and try new things and go to new places and have new experiences. So I want to do more of that. So I said, I'm going to be outside. Okay. So get myself moving again and getting back to running, because I love the way I felt when I was running and the freedom that came with that and not being afraid to be outside and all of that. So I'm going to be doing that. Even if it's for 5-10 minutes, I'm outside and I might build it up. You know what I'm saying? So my plan is to gradually build as I do this challenge. So that way, by the time I finish this challenge, I'll be back at doing some wild workouts, like HIIT workout on a consistent basis, the high intensity interval training, the Shanti workouts, the insanity workouts with Shanti was my original HIIT training I did back in 2011 when we were stationed in Missouri. And then P90X, was getting it in with P90X, and I was super lean. I definitely want to get back there. That's a goal of mine. Lean and fit, strong. So those are two of my big goals I want to get to with the workouts. So that's workouts. Eating, my goal right now is to reduce my carbs down to 75 grams of carbs a day. So that's net carbs. Okay. So no more than 75 grams of net carbs per day. And I know I'm under it. I actually need to track it. I took pictures. So if you are a busybody like me and you have a lot going on, if you just take a picture of the food label of each item and then you can add it up later, or if you can do it in that moment, do it then. But that's how I'm tracking. I'm going to take the picture, and then when I have time, I can sit down and review the pictures and write it down. But I know just at first glance, I was nowhere near 75 grams of carbs today, which is a major win. But my threshold is at least no more than 75 grams per day. Now, as the weeks go on, by the time I finish this challenge, I want to at least be as close to no more than 20 grams of carbs per day, because that's what I used to have as my goal when I was doing keto way back when, like 2015, 10 years ago, which is wild. And I had great success with keto, 45 pounds down in like 4 or 5 months, all food. I was barely, I really didn't exercise when I was doing keto. It was just all food focused. So that's the food part. Sleep is crucial. So I'm always trying to aim for at least 7 to 8 hours a day, a night. So I'm going to start going to bed earlier. Because my body wants me to be up 5-ish, closest to 6, like 5:36. And so I'm going to sleep earlier, like 9:30, which I need to stop talking soon because it's 8:46. So 9:30 is when I want to be in the bed so I can get my 8 hours of sleep and then Therefore, if I wake up at 5:30, that won't be a hit. You know what I'm saying? I won't be exhausted because I would have got well rested, got the sleep that I need, quality sleep that I needed, and then I can wake up and bust out a workout. You know, build that up. So that's that. And then moving throughout the day, drinking the gallon of water, all the things. I need to write down the rest of it. But just off the top of my head, without writing it down, those are the top handful of things I want to focus on each day and not stress about it. Focus on it. Just like, hey, these are, because for me, it gets like, okay, this is one more thing I have to do on top of all the other things that I have to do. And I often drop the things that I told myself that I want to do for me. So I think the biggest thing out of all of this is me keeping the promises to myself and being as committed to me and my mission to live well and live well for a very long time, have longevity and a high quality of life while I'm here on this earth. That should be more important than any other mission that I'm helping any organization accomplish for their benefit and for the benefit of the organization or the benefit of the people that we serve. So I first have to take care of myself first and be committed to my mission over my life before I can help anybody else. So that's the journey that I'm on, y'all. So I'm going to be committed and consistent, not perfect. I'm telling myself this because I've shared that I have OCD and the perfection thing. Therapy has helped me a lot. So I often have to remind myself, just being consistent is the most important thing. Being perfect is not even possible. So why stress yourself out about it? I think more and more over these years of learning about it and coming to acceptance that it is all in God's hand. You do what you can do and God will meet you. God will meet you. You do your part. God will do the rest. You cannot take it all on. You can't fix all the things. You can do your part and that's it. So what I do my best and forget the rest. That is my saying, okay? That is my saying. That is my saying. That is my saying. I'm going to keep on telling myself that anytime I have the thought of it's not good enough, you could have did better, you know better, like all the things that your brain come at you with. Your brain be rude. Your brain be a bully sometimes. So I did my best. I'm going to forget the rest. And that's all I can ask of myself based on what I had going on in that day. But as long as I start off and end off and throughout the day prioritize me, I'm winning. I'm winning. So, last thing, I did not have any ice cream today. No chocolate, no ice cream. Major win. And if you know me, then you know. If you know me, then you know. If you know, you know. Okay. So I've had many major wins today, small wins, which equaled up to major wins, some major wins in there too. It was a great day. So that's day one in the books. Time to rest up and on to day two. Until next time, live well, y'all. Live well and prosper. I don't know where that's from. Is that a Star Trek thing? Is that a Trekkie? Am I a Trekkie? Live long and prosper. I feel like that is somebody saying, well, I'm going to say live well. Live well and thrive in this life that God has graced you with. Until next time. Bye, y'all.